Hello everybody, back here again for vlog a day, and today it's Friday the 21st, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got this morning fairly early, puppies all needed out, needed cared for and all that good fun stuff, so got everybody out, got everybody situated, get everybody back in, got everybody fed, it takes a little while, got some medication in them, ran down, fed the RV cats, got them taken care of. Second last visit, I got a visit on this evening as well, but it's really weird because normally I just do them in the morning and then people get home in the afternoon, but they have me doing both today, so it's all good. But I treated it as it might be the last because I got a feeling I'm going to be in early before I get back, and then I want to make sure the litter boxes are completely cleared and whatnot for the morning run, so we'll see how that breaks down. But yeah, went ahead from there, got back to the house, got a couple things done, hung around with the dogs and just kind of chilled out for the day. I was doing a few different little things. Messed with my 3D printer, which is always fun to finally have back up and running. I have no idea what caused the other one to quit. It's the second time that head's died on me, and everything I can research that I found doesn't say shit about what I'm supposed to do for maintenance to stop what it's doing from happening. So I did a ton of different things of like how to troubleshoot stuff, but what mine's doing never seems to be one of the things that's happening, so I have no idea. So who knows? It's one of those situations I've been thinking about that I need to find somebody else who's way into these printers but doesn't have the cash for an extra printer, and be like, hey, you like to tinker with them, you'd love to tune them up, you love to get them all running perfectly smooth, which is not my favorite thing. I want to flip the switch and have it print. I don't want to be the guy who's in here tinkering with the damn thing all the time. I want to be the one who got in here scrubbing it. So I'll buy two of them, whatever one he wants, whether it be another Indo like this or a different blue one, and then basically give him both of them, say set them up, get them running flawlessly, keep it tuned up, and then send one to my house. And then every 2 weeks or a month or 3 weeks or however long it happens, or as soon as it breaks, I'll meet you, we'll swap machines, and then basically I'll take the ones running fine from your house, we'll take this one back, pay for whatever parts. If the actual part gets broke, not just any tuning, I'll pay for the parts that's broke and wore out and get replaced. You do a lot of tinkering with it because you seem to enjoy that part of it anyway, which a lot of people do enjoy that part of it as much, if not more, than the printing does. So they get to print it, and then basically when this one messes up again, or every week or month or however it needs to be done just for preventative maintenance, send it back to them and just rotate through. If they're close enough, I can drive there, no shipping, handling, nothing, just set it in the passenger seat of the car, run over to them, hand it to them. They're not heavy, they're easy to carry. I carry that motorcycle, except worry about the bed just jostling too much when I try and strap it down. But that's what I need to find. I just got to find somebody reliable, somebody I can trust, somebody that knows what they're doing, enjoys tinkering with these things in the area, that won't just steal my machines when I give them to them to set them up. So I'm going to reach out to a few people that are pretty big in the printing industry, see if they know anyone in my area that would do that. It's not worth it to ship, because these things are probably $35 to ship the damn thing. So at that point, it's definitely not worth doing it. Shipping 2 machines at $70 round trip, each time, it's just definitely not worth it. So, but it would be definitely worth it if they were close by, and I could do it that way. So I'd be excited to see that happen. So went ahead, messing with that, giving that some thought. Basically just hanging around for the day. Ended up getting a little yard work done, cut down on my banana trees. They're like a weird Florida banana. They don't get very big, and they stay super bitter. You can't eat them, they're gross. And they're pretty, they give a nice little bit of shade and whatnot, but the problem is, as they start to mature, they shed their outside layers, and then every once in a while I have dogs, that's how they want to eat those outside layers, and then most of the time they'll throw it up, but often they'll poop it, and it's a great fiber for them, actually. Cleans them out good. But it gets to be a thing. I got one of the dogs that ate a bunch and threw it up and ate a bunch and threw it up and ate a bunch, threw it up, and it's like the third time that I'm like, okay, this dog is not learning the lesson. So I just said, hell, to cut it all down. I left some of them up because off in the corner where it usually happens, I put a playpen around it to kind of keep the dogs out of there. And then the rest of the ones in the yard I went through and just hacked off. Got a bunch of them all cleaned up, and a bunch of limbs and sticks. Had the pole saw out, so I trimmed up my orange tree quite a bit. It was hanging down too low, it just kept hitting me when I was trying to mow and stuff. It was just a pain in the butt. So, and the trees I was told went wild, because apparently, I guess, if you don't pick your oranges before they fully ripen on the tree, after enough time, they turn sour. I don't know if there's any truth to that or not, but who the hell knows? So that's what I was told, and that's what my tree has, a sour orange tree, and it's not good. So I need to cut it down and start over and plant something else and move on there. But instead, I still don't mind it. I trimmed it back up so it's not stabbing me in the eyes every time I try to mow over there. So did a bunch of yard work. From there was basically hanging out with Mom. Got a call, said her glasses were in. She ordered new glasses recently. I said, okay, cool. I don't know if I could take her with all the dogs. I'm like, God, we got a lot of dogs here. It's one of those things. I'm like, maybe let me think about it. So decided I could take her over there about 4 o'clock. And so I'll run you over there. I'll drop you off and basically get the dogs all situated here at the house. Then I'll run you over there. I'll drop you off. And then while you're getting your glasses fitted, because she said we got to be all fitted to her face and, bend around and all that stuff, make sure they're lined up right. And I said, okay. I said, how long? She was probably 15 minutes. I said, okay. So I went ahead and I said, I'll drop you off. I'll run to the house. I'll feed the cats real quick. And then I'll run back. And we're good to go. So I drop her off, basically head down. Didn't even make it. Made it about 2/3 of the way to the house for the cats, which is 8 blocks away. So I made it probably 6 out of 8 blocks. And I get a text, I'm done. I'm like, what the fuck? I go try to turn around, go back and get her. I'm like, what was that? She goes, well, you could have went and done. I said, no, I'm not going to stand out here in the heat like an idiot. So I went back, picked her up, took her home, and then decided, since I'm already going to be on the run, I'll just run. She can play with the dogs here at the house, the dogs. So I went ahead and grabbed the change in my running clothes, went for my run. On my run, stopped in to take care of the cats. And then while I was about halfway through taking care of the cats, I got a text from the owner saying they came home early and they were home already, so I need to come by. Now I text back, I'm like, well, I'm actually here right now. Like, I'm in your kitchen. Which is like, I didn't hear him pull up, so I looked out. And then I went ahead and finished everything stuff. I didn't give them the cats treats, because I figured they might like to give them the treats, because often the cats enjoy that. I'll give them a little extra reward for them coming home to play with the cats and stuff and whatnot. So I went and told them that stuff, headed out. And then as I was leaving, they were getting there. So we stopped and we chatted a little bit, talked to them. It was funny because the wife was like just desperate. She was almost hurting her to talk to me. She wanted to go in there and see her damn cats so bad. So she went and saw her cats, whatever and stuff. It is what it is. So they hung out in there. Everything was good. Went ahead, headed back home. It's also that weird thing where I have the key to their place, and it's kind of strange because like normally you would think, well, you're gonna buy the key because they're back home, but I keep their key because I go out, they travel quite a bit, so I just keep an extra key to their property. That way when something comes up, we don't do another meet and greet each time. So it works well to drop a key off, which is always kind of a dumb thing. So I got clients of mine, they're like, oh, I can't have an extra key out there. I'm like, well, if you thought I was gonna rob you, I would have just like made a key. Like, what the hell is this? So clearly you either have trust issues or you're just an idiot. I don't know which, so it is what it is. But went over midday before I went to take Mom to get her glasses. Had to go feed another cat for the first time since they moved. I'm assuming divorce, whatever. I went from a nice new house to a strange duplex and got there for the cat. And basically, as I went to open the door, I'm like, what the fuck? The door's not locked. I'm like, oh, that ain't cool. So I texted him like, hey, your door's not locked. Is it not supposed to be locked? Like, what the hell? Because I have a key. So I came over and got the key and stuff and whatever and whatnot. And I felt a little weird why the door's unlocked, but it's a fairly recent move, I would say, in a few months now since they moved over there. So who knows who has keys to that duplex and whatever, because it's just an old shitty lock. And I don't think they're rekeying it every time. So not really the most thrilled about that part, but hung out with the cat. The cat's super friendly. Play with the cat. Got it fed and watered. And then basically it's got an automatic litter box, so nothing to worry about there. So I got that done, hung out there for a while, headed back out, made sure I locked the door up good and tight, and then headed on back home. In the process of driving over there, I saw a hot rod shop that I'd actually watched the guy's dog one time ago, owns the shop, and was gonna go stop by there and check out his shop and stuff. Never did, because he has a big giant security gate out front, and he doesn't really do walk-in clients. Everything's pretty much word of mouth, and people reach out to him. I've never went there and rattled the gate like, hey, let me in, I want to talk to you about bullshit. So saw the gate was open. I wanted to go feed the cats today, and then I said, well, if it's still open on my back, I'll stop in real quick. So I stopped in. He was taking a break in from the fan. We got chatting a little while and talking about just old cars and whatnot and stuff. He realized who I was, realized who was. Just kind of had a nice little conversation about growing up in the country compared to the city, and how the car culture is so much different with the country people than they are with city people. City people most more likely are, I want the brand new whatever that is that year, and I'll put some fancy wheels on it. Where even in the 70s, when he was a kid, showing up the 1948 Mercury, you got some old beater that you made run, cut the fenders off and chop the top, and whatever you had to do to it. So you don't really see kids in town doing that. One, they don't have those old cars laying around, so they can't find them. There's no old barns to find that old car, and two, they don't have the barns to work on them in, the garages and stuff to do that work, because they're in a city and space is expensive and it's hard to get a shop and so on and so forth. So we chatted a little while, left there, and on the way home. It's so hot out here. My bike in the the cell phone charger on my motorcycle, not charger, but just the holder on the handlebar. My phone overheated and shut my phone down. So I was like, God damn, it's hot. Let's go back to the house, hang out there a little bit. That was kind of fun. I talked to him about painting my Suburban, and he's probably a little prouder of it than what I want my Suburban paint job to be. And not mad at the guy. I gave him like a best case scenario. I said worst case scenario price range. He's like, not seeing it. Who the hell knows? But I said, give me an idea. So, but even cheap, I'm still waiting minimum a year, probably maybe a little more before I paint the Bourbon. There's no reason to paint it early, because the sooner I paint it, just the sooner I got to repaint the damn thing. So, but the price wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But he knows I'm just looking for single stage, not looking for multiple clear coats, not looking for multi-colors, not looking for that shit. Just looking for, I want this thing to all be shiny. Actually, I wouldn't care if it's satin, but I want the clear coat, you know, basically knocked off, sanded down, and prepped, and then reshot. So, but he was 3 times the price where I got a quote from another guy who's probably going to do less quality work, but I can have it done 3 times for the same price. So probably goes a little bit less quality work. I'm not trying to make this thing a show car. This is my daily driver. So, but it is what it is there. So yeah, I got back to the house. Went and got my run in with the cats. Grabbed myself a shower. I actually jumped in the pool first for a minute with a cigar. Finished off with a cigar in the pool. Kara got home from work. We chatted a little bit about how her day went and some of the stress in her life and the family causing shit. It's just things you can only, what you can deal with, what you can deal with. So got some, I guess, bad news, but good news and bad news. Who knows? So we got some news that's just stressful. So ended up grabbing myself a shower, got myself some dinner, had some scalloped potatoes with ham in it, some carrots and some caramelized apples. I was at dinner, watched a little bit of TV, and headed back out to have a cigar and play with the puppies and just sweat. It's just so hot. I'm just sitting outside, literally sitting the fan on me and still sweating. It's just gross. So anyway, that's all I got for now. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.